Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshipper, lover of leaving, ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again come. Welcome to All Souls, where we come together to love beyond belief. I am so glad you are here with us today, because this is indeed a day to celebrate. Let us then rejoice in it and be glad. Let us count our many blessings. Let us be grateful for the capacity to feel and understand. Let us be grateful for the incredible gift of life. And let us be especially grateful for the ties of love that bind us together, giving dignity, meaning, worth, and joy to all of our days. Please join with me wherever you are in affirming our covenant. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. From all that dwell below the skies, let faith and hope with love arise. Let beauty, truth, and good be sung through every land, by every tongue. Amen. Welcome to our family chapel today. I want to talk to you about life. There's birth and there's death, and there's everything that happens in between, and that's life. I have a story called Lifetimes. It's by Brian Maloney and Robert Ingben, and it is a beautiful, beautiful way to explain this incredible journey that we're all on. It's a journey. It has a beginning, and it has an end, but we get to be on it together. Here we go. There is a beginning and an ending for everything that is alive. In between is living. All around us, everywhere. Beginnings and endings are going on all the time. With living in between. This is true for all living things, for plants, for people, for birds, for fish, for trees, for animals, even for the tiniest insect. Nothing that is alive goes on living forever. How long it lives depends on what it is and what happens while it's living. Sometimes living things become ill or they get hurt. Mostly, of course, they get better again, but there are times when they are so badly hurt or they are so ill that they die because they can no longer stay alive. This can happen when they are young or old or anywhere in between. It may be sad, but it is the way of all things. And it is true for everything that is alive, for plants, for people, for birds and fish and trees, for animals, and for the tiniest insects. There are lots of living things in our world. Each one has its own special lifetime. Trees that are tall and strong grow slowly, standing in the sunshine and in the rain. Some of them live for a very long time indeed, as long as 100 years or more, and that is their lifetime. Rabbits and mice grow up in only a few weeks, and then they go on to live for a year or two, crunching up carrots and nibbling at cheese until they grow old and very tired, and it is their time to die. That is how it happens to be for rabbits and mice. It is the way they live, and it is their lifetime. Flowers and vegetables planted as seeds at the beginning of spring, when the earth is warm, grow quickly to live through the heat of summer, and the days pass and they become old during autumn and when it is cooler. Then, when winter comes and it is cold, they die. It is the way they live, and that is their lifetime. Butterflies live as butterflies for only a few weeks. Once they have dried their wings, they flutter and flit from leaf to flower, and at first they are bright and quick, but as time passes, they begin to slow down until finally they can go no further. They rest for a while and then they die. That is the way butterflies live, and that is their lifetime. Birds grow up quite quickly too. It is often no more than a few months from the time they hatch until they are strong enough to fly and feed themselves. How long they live after that depends on their size. Mostly, the bigger they are, the longer they will be alive. That is the way birds live. Some for as long as 50 years, others no more than 2 or 3. But however long, it is their lifetime for each one. Fish swimming in lakes and rivers or in the sea can be so tiny it is hard to tell that they are there at all. Or so big that the only way to describe them is enormous. Again, as far as we know, it seems that the smaller they are, the shorter will be their lifetime. But that is how it is for fish. Their lives can be as little as a day or so, or as long as 80 or 90 years. It is the way they live, and those are their lifetimes. And people? Well, like everything else that is alive, people have lifetimes too. They live for about 60, 70 years, sometimes even longer, doing all the things that people do, like growing up and being grown up. It can happen, though, just as it does with other living things, that people become ill or they get hurt. Mostly, of course, they get better again, but there are times when they are so badly hurt or they are so ill that they die because they can no longer stay alive. It may be sad, but this is how it is for people. It is the way they live, and it is their lifetime. So no matter how long they are, or how short, lifetimes really are all the same. They have beginnings and endings, and there is living in between. That is how things are. For plants, for people, for birds, for fish, for animals, and even for the tiniest insects. Everywhere. The words to this hymn are pretty simple. It goes like this. Make us all where we are sanctuary, each made holy, loved right through, with thanksgiving. We are living sanctuary. My prayer for you today is to make the most of every day, knowing that each one offers unique opportunities to share your love and your gifts, and knowing that those same opportunities may not be here tomorrow, but new ones will be. That's the beauty of a world that is always changing. So let us be grateful. Let us be grateful for the opportunities that are always being presented to us to share our love and our gifts. Go and be blessed and be a blessing. Go now in peace. Go now in peace.